Solve by completing the square. The equation 2x squared plus 12x minus 3 is equal to 0. In order to complete the square, we need to create a perfect square trinomial on the left-hand side. It's best to do that with a leading coefficient out here of 1. So I'm going to start by dividing everything on both sides of this equation by the number 2. That gives x squared plus 6x minus 3 halves is equal to 0. Now let's clear that 3 halves out to the other side, giving x squared plus 6x is equal to a positive 3 halves. Now we're ready to create our perfect square trinomial by taking half of this number 6 and squaring it. Half of 6 is 3. 3 squared is 9. So let's add 9 to the left. Correspondingly, add 9 to the right. Factoring our trinomial factors as x plus 3 times x plus 3, or x plus 3 quantity squared. On the right, let's combine our terms here. Getting a common denominator, 9 is equivalent to 18 halves. 3 halves plus 18 halves is 21 halves. Now let's take the square root of both sides. Considering both are positive and negative roots, we get x plus 3 is equal to the positive square root of 21 halves. X plus 3 is equal to the negative square root of 21 halves. Let's make a little note here, and let's simplify this radical, the square root of 21 halves. I'm going to multiply top and bottom by the square root of 2 to rationalize. That gives us a square root of 42 over 2. So our left side equation over here becomes x plus 3 is equal to the square root of 42 over 2. Let's subtract 3 from both sides. So x is a negative 3 plus the square root of 42 over 2. And I'm going to go ahead and get a common denominator and combine these terms. That 3 is a 6 halves. So let's write x is equal to a negative 6 plus the square root of 42 all over 2. Solving our other linear piece over here, let's write x plus 3 is equal to a negative square root of 42 over 2. Subtract 3 from both sides, so x is negative 3 minus square root of 42 over 2. Once again, that 3 is equivalent to 6 halves. So let's write this as x is equal to a negative 6 minus the square root of 42 all over 2. It's always a good idea to check these solutions in the original equation. They do work. And so we can summarize this by saying the solution set is a negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 42 all over 2.